watchers, welcome back to Faith, Family, and Fun Reviews. If you're new here on this channel, I share with you delightful, family-friendly, and faith-based movies and television shows. Well, y'all, how's it going? And happy Friday for those of you who are like really excited that today is Friday and for the weekend and all of that good stuff. Happy Friday. And what is going on in y'all world? Have y'all been to the movie theater lately? Have you watched any of the things we talked about this week? Have you been enjoying the films that we've been reviewing this week? All of that, drop it in the comments. And anything that you feel like is so important that you would love to share, that is encouraging and inspiring, that will really help anyone, yes, go ahead and leave it in the comments. But yeah, as for me, I am doing amazing, excited, like I always say, to be hanging out with you all. I just finished watching the film that we're going to be talking about today. And y'all, I was like, tears were like literally about to pour down. And I was like, no, I got to get up on here. After how y'all see me like that, no, y'all can't. I got to be strong, okay? I have to be strong. But yeah, y'all know how sensitive I can be and all of that stuff. But yes, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with our special feature today, which is titled Horse Camp, A Treasured Tale, the last installment, as for now, a part of this beautiful Horse Camp series, right? But first, let me tell y'all what this film is about. A horse camp that teaches good values and morals to young women is threatened when a corporation sets its sights on buying it. Oh wow, y'all, I have so much to say about this film, but I always be aiming to keep my reviews kind of like short because I know many people out there, not saying that it's you, okay, not saying that it's you, who are like, they just have short attention spans and all of that. But then there are those of you out there, probably like myself, anything that is inspiring and encouraging, you don't care how long it lasts. You probably want it to go on forever. And you are here for it. You are here from the beginning to the end. If that's you, oh yes, you are definitely, yeah, you're part of the family. You're part of the family. But yeah, I love this, y'all, and I cannot believe we are here. I hope they bring out some more. I really do. But yes, we have our camp girls returning back to Black River. They're still in action. They're still doing their thing and all of that good stuff. We have returning characters, which I so love and adore because we grew up with these characters. These characters we first met when they were just campers. So to see them grow up, and here we have Lisa and Stacy running things, and they are 26 years old. Y'all, it's like, wow, all this time done went by. Y'all done grew up on us, okay? Y'all are like adult now. Like, oh, it is crazy because you really do feel like you watched them grow up, or in a sense, for some of us, you grew up with them. Especially for those of you who are just coming across the series, you're like, oh, you're going to get to grow up with them in a different kind of way, but it's still going to feel like, regardless of whenever you watch this film, especially from the beginning, start at the beginning, I'm telling you, because it's just precious to watch the characters like grow, transition, transform, all of that good stuff. But yeah, like, I'm so excited to have Lisa back. First she was head counselor last year, and now she is director of camp. I'm like, you go, Lisa, hang it in there. I love the idea of, you know, someone starting out as a little girl, doing something, falling in love with this thing, this gift that God has given you, and sticking it out, because there's so many different times that we can feel like we want to quit whatever that thing is. And I know Lisa had her moments because she had a rocky start when she was a camper. She wasn't, like I said in the last review, she wasn't the most popular. She didn't feel the most secure about her image and different things like that. But she held on to being the kind of person God has blessed her to be, which was always like a trustworthy, friendly person. Well, always a good friend, I would say. And beautiful, like I said, such a beautiful, pure spirit. And she happened to keep that regardless of whatever was coming up against her, regardless of the people who moved on with their lives and didn't stick out camp. They were there for a season, but then it was time for them to move on. And Lisa had to see a lot of her friends. You got to imagine, she started out as a little camper. So she saw a lot of different friends, like, come there together. Then they moved on. They probably went to college or they moved away, and she stuck it out. She put off college and different things like that to stay at this camp. And I not only because she loved it, but I believe it was a part of her that knew that God wanted her there. And for good reason, because she made such a difference, not only in the lives of others who around her age, but also in the generation to come who are coming behind her, who look at her as a mentor, who look at her like a big sister and different things. So she's been instilling certain values that God placed inside of her and these little girls, right? So yeah, we got Lisa, who y'all can imagine, as much as I talk about her, she is probably, like, I'm gonna have to say, like, my favorite character, because I love the consistency with her. I love that she is a good friend. I can see her definitely being a part of my friend circle because I love her honesty, her genuine love for the Lord and for people and for children. It's just wonderful to have someone like that on your team, on your side, and she is a friend for life, not just for a season. So yes, you can imagine Lisa is my favorite character. I love that Stacy returns, and we met Stacy as a camper, y'all know. And right off the bat, she wasn't the most kindest person, and she just grew up to be, she grew up in a household that gave her everything, and so she was a bit spoiled, and she was a bit like stuck on herself and all of these different kind of things. So to watch her mature and become a person of value, who not only like thinking about herself, but start to reach out to others and put other people first. And I love that in this film we get to see even Sam, who comes back. Y'all remember Sam? She was in the horse dancer, so she always be a horse dancer. Sam is back, and Sam is graduating high school. So it's like, wow, you see all of these characters just grew up on us. So I love that Sam reaches out, and you would think she would have reached out to Lisa, because like I said, Lisa has all these wonderful values and different things like that. But she happened to reach out to Stacy, which made me open my eyes and look at Stacy really in a different way and recognize that Stacy really has grown up. And Sam pulls her aside and asking her about a relationship that she's currently in with a person who is about around Stacy's age. And like I said, y'all know Stacy is 26 and Sam just graduated high school. So the most she's probably is like 18 years old at the most. And so to ask Stacy about this guy who she is in a relationship with and who is like kind of pressuring her in a way to do some very adult things that she's not ready for. I love that this was brought up because so many different girls deal with peer pressure, especially around this age. I would say at pretty much any age, but especially around this age when you're coming out of high school, you have the whole world ahead of you, and people who are like wolves in sheep clothing kind of like prey on girls like that because they're like, wow, they're innocent, most likely they still have that purity and different things, and you have certain people who are not good people who want to take that away from these precious girls, these God princesses here. And so I love that Stacy really listened to Sam here with no judgment and allow her to get everything out and basically assure her and told her that it was okay. She didn't need to do anything that she wasn't ready for, and that was probably not the relationship for her. That was not someone sent to her by God. If he is pressuring you to do things and compromise your values, your morals that God has placed there for a very good reason for our protection, right? You don't need to be doing things like that, especially if you're not married and you're not married to the one that God has sent to you. So I love that scene was very powerful and that I had to mention it here in this video, because I know some people may come across this video who may not necessarily get around to watching the film as quickly as I would like them to. And so I really wanted to broach that subject because I know it's so many different people of all ages out here who deal with peer pressure, who may be involved in relationships that are not godly, that God did not have anything to do with. And I want you to hear my words very clearly and carefully, and to know that you need to walk away from those very things, that is not of God, and your body and everything about you belongs to him, okay? You girls out there, protect that purity and be excited, be proud of it, because you belong to the Lord, and it doesn't get any special than that. No guy is gonna love you more than Jesus Christ, right? And I want to mention that. Do not feel like you have to do something that you do not want to do. Do not get involved and be around people that you have no business being involved with and being around. Stay away from that stuff. Protect your purity. follow God, serve him to the very best of your ability, and whatever God has for you will come to you. He will give it to you in his perfect timing. When you are ready for it, when you are prepared for it, when you are mature for it, it will come when God is ready, if that's what he has for you. But at this time in your life, in whatever season, I'm going to say that for any woman, any girl out there who is not married, whatever season that you are in that singlehood, you belong to the Lord your God. Serve him with all of your heart. He should be first place. He is your first love, and focus on that relationship. Put all that you have into your relationship with Jesus Christ, and let everything else fall aside, because it's not important. You don't want to live a life of regrets and beating yourself up for certain mistakes and different things that you can't take back, and you can't get back that time. You can't go back and repeat it. So right now, underneath my words here, serve the Lord, love him with all of your heart, put him first. That is your first love. Focus on that, okay? Serve God, okay? So I wanted to go ahead and put that in there because it's so important. Like I said, it was a very powerful scene, but I really wanted to bring that to light for those of you who may not get around to watching this film as soon as you can, right? But yes, like I said, I love the fact here that Stacey has matured so much so that the girls are reaching out to her in different ways, and they're looking to her as a mentor. She is like the head writer here, and her relationship, her friendship with Stacey has so developed in a beautiful way. Like, she appreciates Lisa. Well, Stacey appreciates Lisa and looks to her as a mentor. They got to work out different things that they went through as very little small camper girls, and so we got to see that. And then we got a little bit of a love interest here for our girl Lisa, which I was like surprised, and it threw Lisa off guard too, because she actually did what I just said about putting God first. She lived the life of serving the Lord and serving people, and that was her focus. So she didn't set her sights on relationships, a boyfriend, and all of these different things that the world say this is what a young girl should be doing. That was not Lisa at all. And as you can see in this film, God brought her the right person, the right kind of friendship that we will hope one day that will develop into something beautiful with Tim here, because Tim was so respectful, and that's what attracted him to Lisa. I'm about to say Stacey. To Lisa is that purity that he saw in her, the love that she has for God, for these kids, for camp, and she's about servanthood. She is about God's purpose. So he wasn't trying to interfere with that at all. If anything, he was walking alongside of that and being a part of that and joining in that mission with putting God first. And that is what they are developing here, this friendship revolving around the Lord our God. And so I love seeing that, because I feel like little girls, teenage girls, young girls, adult women, you need to see that and know the importance of being just serving the Lord and loving on him, and anything that he does have for you will come in his timing. So yes, I want to go ahead and put that out there, but I love that. And Lisa was just so caught off guard, because she couldn't even imagine that someone would even look at her in that way, would even want to consider her in that way, because she just never set her sights on that. And she knows the kind of person she is. Like, she just loves the Lord. She loves camp. She loves being a part of these girls' world. And that's just so like her love, right? And then we meet LaMarche, okay? She is stepping in for Mr. C, because Mr. C is recovering from a health issue, so he's not around camp now. We do get to see a little bit of him at the beginning of the film, so we know that he will always be a part of Black River, right? But we meet Miss LaMarche, and at the very beginning, she kind of turns you off. She sets you off because she doesn't like kids, she doesn't like horses, she doesn't like camp, or any of these kind of things. And it's like, why are you here? Okay, what are you doing? But we do get to see throughout this film, she watches and see how Stacey and Lisa run camp, and being a part of this world, that we see some changes there, that maybe things wasn't always what she thought they would be, what they appeared to be. So will Miss LaMarche change her mind and become a Black River girl? We don't know, but yes, that's there in there. And also a little few surprises. You're also going to get the fun songs, those songs, forgive me y'all, those songs that keep us going, keep us excited, let us know this is summertime, it's camp time. And I love the songs. When you listen to the words, they have such great value, teaching girls confidence, teaching them love and friendship and the love of the Lord, and all of that joy, peace, happiness, all of that good stuff are like so interwoven into these songs, and they're so uplifting and so inspirational, and I love that, right? And not to mention the beautiful scenery, Black River being a part of, y'all know the grounds, amazing. Just the scenery alone is gonna pull you in and make you feel like, yeah, I'm a Black River girl. I want to be one for life here, okay? But once again, this film is titled Horse Camp: A Treasured Tale. You can find it actually streaming for free on YouTube. So y'all get on that. Watch that this weekend, okay? Y'all have a good time in the Lord with that. But before I leave y'all for today, we're going to go ahead and get into the scripture, which will be coming out of 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 12. And it reads, "Let no one despise your youth, but be an example to the believers in word, in conduct, in love, in spirit, in faith, in purity." So that's all I have for y'all for this video. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. Y'all know, please remember to leave y'all thoughts, your prayers, your overall take in the comment section below. I do read them. I do enjoy hearing from you, and of course I always respond if you have a question, a request, anything like that. I am there for you. I'm here for you. This is a community. This is a family we're building here, and I'm here. I'm seriously here for you girls. You are like sisters here in Christ, and everyone that's been drawn to this channel, I am here for you, right? So until next time, may the Lord bless and be with you both now and forevermore.